Hi, welcome to our look at the upcoming Tuesday, September 23rd trading session. I have the economic calendar in front of you as per usual. You can see that we have a lot of numbers coming out of France early in the day. Really not a lot to move the market, though. I don't think we're going to focus too much on France. Truthfully, it's this announcement down here, German manufacturing PMI, coming out at an anticipated 51.2. It's a preliminary number, so it will be revised. But this will probably have the most effect on the market earlier in the day. I anticipate that it will, of course, move the euro. It would also move the DAX, obviously. The better the number, the better for the euro and the DAX. Ultimately, though, definitely the number to watch coming out of Europe for the session here. And then after that, we have quite a few numbers coming out of Europe and Great Britain, but none of them really market-moving events, really, until we get to Canada. Core retail sales month over month anticipated to drop 0.1%. Not a good thing, obviously, but at the end of the day, it will more than likely just affect the dollar-Canadian dollar forex pair. Could possibly affect the TSX if you trade the Toronto index, but that's a pretty minor index, so that'd be very few of you out there. You won't see much in the way of reaction, so it'll probably be more or less a technical market for the session on Tuesday. With that being said, let's take a look. You can see that the S&P 500 is falling during the Monday session. Truth of the matter is, we're just pulling back like we had anticipated previously. We had said this on Friday, probably going to continue to see a bit of consolidation, maybe even as far down as 1980. So we might have a little more softness ahead of us. But truthfully, we don't have any interest in selling. We just want to buy supportive candles, buying calls, maybe even short-term calls, as we should continue to bounce around and go sideways overall. You can see that the euro has gotten beat up yet again as we test the 128 level. Looks like we're going to truly try to break this down. Whether or not we can is a completely different story. I believe that the German numbers coming out today will affect this particular pair. So if we get a really bad number, I think we could make a serious move down to the 128 handle. On the other hand, we could get a little bit of a bounce and continue the consolidation that we have seen between 128 and 130 on a better than anticipated number. You can see that the DAX has fallen a bit during the session on Monday after forming really what can be described as a perfect shooting star, a perfect negative sign. Probably going to track back down to about 9,600 unless, of course, we get a really strong German number. 9,700 could cause a little bit of support, but we still believe that 98 to 9,600 is the area that we are currently trading in. And with the aforementioned Canadian numbers coming out, we have broken above 110 in the dollar-CAD pair, which is significant resistance. It looks like we're heading to 111, but at the end of the day, those numbers will probably determine whether or not we make it there. Better than anticipated Canadian numbers will send this pair down. Weaker than anticipated, of course, will send it up. Remember, we're inverse here with the dollar being the currency you buy or sell. Now, having said that, we think that short-term calls on a weaker than anticipated number out of Canada is the way to go. Probably wouldn't buy puts down here. There's just far too much in the way of support. With that, we have taken a look at the Tuesday, September 23rd trading session.